Hi Pravagya, thanks for joining and welcome to Muse with Muskan. So today, as we discussed, we'll be speaking about money and mythology. So before we get into it more, I would first want to know what are you doing with Little Green Book and what inspired you to do something like this?
Hi, Muskan. So, firstly, like about Little Green Book, I think that's an initiative that I took to make financial literacy a lot more accessible for the youth of India. I think this is something that is very crucial, so important for all of us, yet never spoken about openly through our educational institutes, and the rest of the rest of what we perceive is from our families, from our societies. So I come from a business family, and managing finances has always been very important since then, and my family has played a great role on even teaching me those aspects of it. So yeah, that's when I realized that there was this gap between our educational system and financial literacy, and that led me to start Little Green Book.
That is so amazing. So, what's the difference between being rich and being wealthy?
I think wealth comes in with a variety of aspects. Rich, when we talk about richness, like talking in completely monetary terms, anybody who has money would be called rich. Wealthy, in that sense, would be someone who has money, who can sustain it. And apart from that, why we focus a lot on wealth, especially in India, is because we believe that wealth is not just money. Of course, money is a aspect of it, is a very important part of it, but these are also your thoughts, your perceptions, your connections, your family that come under wealth. Lakshmi, but how many of us know Kuber? So
Right.
Kuber is like, for example, Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth, right? And Kuber is like the treasurer for that wealth. A very modern rendition, like someone who could replicate what Kuber does, is more like your fund manager. Kuber is likely managing the uh,
Funds.
treasures that Lakshmi collects.
Right, right, right. Interesting thing about the relevance that Lakshmi, who's the goddess of fortune or goddess of wealth again, she works closely with Ganesh. So what we know about, and Ganesh is somebody who like
Yeah,
Ganesh is
we always
Vigna Vinashak.
yeah
And
yeah.
Lakshmi works with Vigna Vinashak. So you know how it is, like how we now say that if you have money, half of your problems are solved. If you're financially stable, half of your problems are solved. That's why we need to focus more on the money management part as well.
Of course, money holds an important part. I think everyone understands that money is a necessity, but what comes along with it is also necessary that you're able to manage that money. If
Right.
you have money and if you're not able to manage it, it will not. I mean, obviously, it would be great in the short term, but it will not bring in any sustainability in the long term.
Totally. So, do you have any such example of how money was managed then and how some of it still exists in the 21st century now?
I mean, definitely what comes from the Indian ancestors is this primary mindset of saving, which is good. I mean, which is good. But one thing that we sometimes completely ignore is we just keep collecting, we just keep saving, but we don't do anything out of it, like after that. So,
Right.
maybe considering, when you see these goddesses' hands, they go like this. So one is, of course, attracting it, and the other one is either donating it, investing it, and just growing your wealth. Because again, I think we're all grown up with this. As much as you give is what
You
you receive.
receive.
Right.
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 And I
So
think ancient
that's how it
Indians
is.
spent a lot of time contemplating the nature of wealth. And I think that we can very much see in the kind of knowledge and the kind of stories and the kind of tales we now read or, we get from our ancestors, our grandparents. And also, what you just highlighted, I think it is a very, very great point that goddesses hand, obviously, it is again ritual or a symbol from where we are getting
Yeah.
this knowledge. And
Yeah.
this, I want to highlight one point here that I just read. Lakshmi, people think that they can keep money, they can save a lot. Lakshmi will never stay. Lakshmi is
Yeah.
somebody who wants to roam around. So if you see
Yeah.
Lakshmi, if anything that has a vehicle, so vehicle for Lakshmi is an owl or eagle. So if she has a vehicle, she will definitely move around. And if you
Yeah.
are trying to control Lakshmi, if you're trying to, store Lakshmi, then she calls her elder sister, whose name is Alakshmi. And
Oh.
Alakshmi, yeah, and Alakshmi calls lawyers. So if Alakshmi call,
Okay.
yeah, and if Alakshmi is calling lawyer, then Lakshmi has to go, because you can't have lawyer and Lakshmi together. So,
Yeah.
if you're not letting go of Lakshmi this way, then you let it go the other way. So that is why,
Another very, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, this is very interesting. Another very interesting story that my daddy told me yesterday was why did Lakshmi stick with Vishnu? Like she could go around anywhere, right? Why did she stick with Vishnu? Because Vishnu was the one, like everyone, when everyone saw Lakshmi, they were attracted to it. They wanted to, again, just keep it, just,
yeah.
save it for themselves. And all Vishnu did was protect Lakshmi from all this. So that's where Lakshmi
And
chose to stay with
also,
Vishnu.
so we know about Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. Vishnu is somebody who sustains, Vishnu is somebody who manages the world, who preserves the world, the universe, I would say. So, Lakshmi, now again, you see, Lakshmi is somebody who's with the person who's managing everything. So, Lakshmi
Yeah.
actually provides Vishnu with the wealth to preserve,
Hmm. Yeah.
right? And whenever, like, Vishnu, when came as Ram, she came as Sita. So I think whenever Vishnu comes, Lakshmi comes, because that's a power pack. If somebody who's managing, who's preserving the world, he needs wealth. And Lakshmi provides
Hmm.
this wealth. And also one interesting point here is Lakshmi, whenever travels alone, she's on an owl. So whenever she's with Vishnu, she's either on Garud or she's an eagle. And here, one thing to relate is Lakshmi, if alone travels, she's on owl. Owl is blind in the day, and it is same as a wealthy
Hmm.
person who's not there with the right intellect. He sees nothing beyond his richness. And if he, so
Wow.
that is here the like financial literacy part comes, that if you have a lot of money, but still if you don't know
Yeah.
how to use it, like an a blind owl, so you won't be able to do anything with that wealth. But if you
That's
are
very,
on an eagle, you can fetch
yeah.
anything you want, you can make others blind, and you can conquer. So
Wow.
I think that was so interesting to know, and like so much to learn from it. I think
Yeah.
we don't need books if we understand these logic, these basics, right. So when we
Yeah.
talk about that, we were
Again.
not taught rightly in the school, but if our and that is why I think Gurukul and all these things were there in the ancient time, that you just need to get your basics right, and then if you practice it well, you will get it right.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, I feel, what are your take on these things and how we can, preserve these kind of basics? Like, what do you think for an individual, how we can get involved with such concepts?
See, again, personal finance is more about, your behavior than the bookish knowledge that, like, which I feel is not very, uh, you know, widespread among people. What people think is that you need proper bookish knowledge to, manage money, to manage wealth. But what it majorly depends on is your behavior, your, values. So
Right.
again, where do we derive our values from? That holds a very important part on how we would be managing money as well.
Right. And I think that was the need why I also felt that money and mythology will be a great topic to discuss upon, because I think a lot of
Yeah,
like money is talked about a lot now these days, when
yeah.
again with digital media and all. But nobody's paying attention to the mythology. Like, why do you need new knowledge when when treasure of knowledge is already there?
True. We
So
just need to decode it.
yeah, just decode it, and I think it's more interesting than any of accounts or economics. Also, one more thing I forgot to add here. Lakshmi, whenever we talk about Lakshmi in normal terms, also we know either we are talking about finances or we are talking about economics. So
Mhm.
I have seen a lot talk about, like, let's say Shri, and why we put Shri. Like we say Shriman, we
Mhm.
say Shrimati. So Shri is
Yeah.
Lakshmi. Shri is
Yeah.
Shubh.
Yeah.
So I think in Indian context, wherever we use Shri, so I think first we say Shri Ganesh, we say Shri.
Yeah.
We never use anything without Shri, and we say wherever there
Yeah.
is Shri, that is Shubh, and wherever there's Shubh, nothing can go wrong, right? So how we know about this, but we don't know that what goes behind this, like why we use Shri,
Yeah.
and
True.
that is what
True.
we say to one another as well. We say Shriman, so I think we give that to another person as well. Same as what you said,
Yeah.
that money should be
The
regularly,
cycle.
flowing. Money should be flowing,
Yeah.
and that what is about Lakshmi as well. That Lakshmi, you can't just keep with yourself. That I'll keep this. This is my Lakshmi, and I won't, share, because I
Yeah.
think the overall circle is like that. You have to give and receive.
Yeah. What you
Yeah.
give is what you get.
Yes, yes. So right, like, do you feel there's another, like, anything else you want to add on to this?
I think mainly we've covered quite some interesting topics, I would say,
Right.
highlighting that understand how important Lakshmi is, but also understand how important uh, a role like a Kuber plays with Lakshmi.
Yeah, yeah. So the importance of fund manager, and why Lakshmi also needed Kuber, and why Ganesha also needs Lakshmi. So if you need,
Lakshmi.
yeah.
True.
Now, as we, like, with Muse with Muskan, everything we end with a rapid question. So here are my questions
Okay.
for you, and we'll start, and you have to be quick. So my first
Okay.
question is, what brand or company serves as an inspiration to you on social media or in general?
Um, so particularly talking about a specific company, I think there's a company called Basis, which focuses on empowering women financially. So I think that's a lovely organization. That's a lovely community that they've formed, and I really adore that.
All right, I think everyone should check that out. Then five books that you would recommend has impacted your life, or you really like those books.
So the first one has to be Factfulness by Hans Rosling. It just gives you uh, a very real perspective on how to consume news.
Right.
Then comes Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. Something that I'm reading currently, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Um, Apart from that, again, I just finished this. This is Atomic Habits by James Clear. I think it just brings in a lot of clarity on how you want to go ahead with things.
Right.
And the Harry Potter series, if you haven't
Oh
yet,
my God.
like the entire series.
All right. I think quite heavy books coming from somebody who's into finance. But again, one advice or words of wisdom you have received from someone which you would want to pass on. And right now, also, you always keep those words with you. What would be that advice?
um, Play the cards you've been dealt with. I mean, we all are just very, uh, we start comparing ourselves very easily. But what we don't realize is that life has dealt you with some cards, and you can make the best with the cards you have. So either you can, frown about it, or you can just keep peeping into someone else's cards.
I think that is such a big advice to somebody, like in just three words, you're just telling somebody to do.
Yeah.
I think you should not focus on your weaknesses and play with your strengths and focus on them
Yeah.
more than cribbing
I think,
about
first
what
of
you
all,
don't.
accepting. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
accepting that, these are the cards I have. I think that itself is a big challenge.
Yeah, yeah, true. One word or anything that motivates you or encourages you.
Um, be brave to suck at something new.
Wow. Bang on. So another thing, name two people, celebrity, mentor, anybody you look up to.
I think the first one has to be my father, and the second one that might be more socially renowned is someone I really relate with her vision, which is Malala Yousafzai.
one practice which you adopted, and you have seen changes with that in your life, and you would also want to recommend or suggest people who are watching this to surely try at
Definitely
least.
journaling. I mean, I only started journaling last year. I never realized the importance of it until last year. But yeah, it just uh, yeah, it's just a brilliant habit that I'm glad I've developed.
From you the art of planning, because the time we spend together, I think I learned this from you, to how to do our meal planning. I think you're too good at it. So I think journaling is something, it totally comes in your radar. So does it also help in better financial planning?
Definitely. I mean, journaling, I think, is a great way to just get started. All you need is a simple pen and piece of paper and like a pen to just get started with it. But what I meant by journaling here was just, putting like penning your emotions onto paper. I think that is something that really helped me clear
Help.
my head.
Right,
Yeah.
totally. Then last question, and we'll be done after this. One piece of advice you would want to give to people, or you want to give it to yourself when you were starting Little Green Book?
Um, Never self sabotage. Like, don't judge your own work. I know we can be very critical towards ourselves. Uh, I mean, sometimes we're just very mean to ourselves, and I can definitely say that I did criticize myself before I started Little Green Book. But I think sometimes uh, it's just the best to just put your work out there. Don't judge it so much. Let it be. Let it come out, and yeah, let's see what happens after that.
Right. I think one thing through this medium, if I can tell about you, is how consistent you are. And I think all those things you have
Thanks.
already mentioned. One another thing which like one should take from you is how consistently you were working on it. Starting was one thing, confidence was one thing, creativity was one thing, but one thing like I think I also take from you is how consistently you were just doing it. And I think one should always take this, that you see you also started in the lockdown, and how far you have
Yeah.
come, and it's just been like what, 6 months, 7 months. So I think if
Yeah.
you're consistently doing something and you put your heart and efforts into it, nothing will go waste, nothing will go drain. Either you learn
True.
learn something from it, or like
Yeah.
it will always be useful. And
Yes.
same with
Yes.
money and the practices you take, like you should start with small, and if you keep on doing it, you will learn from it. So
Yeah.
one should not
Yeah.
think that,
That's
oh,
very
I
true.
don't know about finance, I don't know about this thing, that thing. So I think this through you also, like how you also started, I would want to know how you started your financial journey.
Um, when I realized that I did not know how to open a bank account, I think that's where it really hit me that, okay, I am 20 and I don't know this. There must be something there must be something that could help me guide through it, like something as simple as opening a bank account, right? And that's when it actually hit me that, okay, this is something very important. This is something crucial for me at the moment. And this is a very small example, but just, sharing the exact uh, situation which got me thinking about financial management in the first place.
So I think you also started with something as easy, as small, as
Yeah,
basic as bank
yeah,
opening a new bank account, and
yeah,
that got you into the process of then investing, then talking about money and learning more about it. All right,
yeah.
Pravagya. I think the advices, the questions, the knowledge which we shared today, it is immensely amazing, and I'm so grateful for you to do this with me. And yeah,
Thank you
thanks a
so much.
lot. Thanks.